not until that.
Okay.
Hey guys, I'm Shane. I'm here with Wyndnwyre. Everybody say hi. Introduce yourselves.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Teresa.
Hi. I'm Kristen Coyle.
Gotta use your mic.
I'm Mark Johnson. Teresa, you have to hold your mic up.
Oh, Teresa.
And Bill Klecka.
We're doing it old school.
Right?
The microphones.
Yes.
So we start this process out by talking about the history with y'all, the Mucky Duck, Rusty and Teresa, when y'all started playing, how you know them, y'all's story.
So Wyndnwyre first met Rusty and Teresa at the Red Lion. That was before I had joined the band. At some point, I think in the 80s, I started hanging out at the Red Lion, and that's when I met them. And I don't know when I first started hearing Wyndnwyre. I don't remember what year I got together with Wyndnwyre. But then when the Mucky Duck opened, we started playing here in the beginning. And it's been lots of fun knowing them and hanging out with them all these decades.
Yeah, 30 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite a while.
Yeah. The lion. There's a picture somewhere. I don't know where it is. It used to hang on the wall here with everyone outside the Red Lion.
Yeah, it's over there forever.
Is
I
it
think,
still over there?
God, who
Yeah.
has it? I think Mike Strout might have it. I'm not
Really?
sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe.
There's pictures of us in that photograph.
Mm-hmm.
I look like I'm 12 years old.
Yeah. Yeah, and your hair's not white either.
I had brown hair back then.
Yeah. So, Kristen, you were kind of a late comer. Did you start
Yeah.
coming to sessions first before you
Actually,
knew all these guys, or did you know them through
I
other?
have listened to Wyndnwyre. This is gonna get me in trouble.
No, it's fine.
I've been going to the Renaissance Fair since I was old enough to walk, and I would walk by them on my way to whatever kid thing I really liked. But I loved listening to them then, and I was really honored when they accepted me into the band. I think I'd been coming here to the session since 2008.
Okay.
Right after school, I moved back, and I got some Celtic chops, and once I was deemed ready, they offered an invite.
Nice.
Granddaughter.
Did you? I remember you did the Harp Sundays too for a long
Yeah,
time. Right?
I used to
I
help
remember-
coordinate that. The Sunday, it was always the Sunday before St. Patrick's Day. We had a whole bunch of harpists that some would play
Right.
solo, some would play ensembles, and we used to have this big concert. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's been a while. I've been here a long. I had black hair too when I started here, so just like everybody else. So I'm gonna ask y'all a couple questions. They're just kind of easy kind of things. So I'll start with you. What was the first record that you ever purchased with your own money?
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Nice.
I don't remember the name of it, but Earth, Wind, and Fire. Yeah.
It's not.
Oh my God, Hanson.
Oh no. You know what though? I tell people this. Bop is a perfect pop song.
It really is.
I can still
yeah.
listen to Bop.
Yeah.
I'll admit that.
I don't think I've ever heard it all the way through.
How? It's so catchy.
Yeah, I don't listen to modern
It's going to be my
music
head
a
all
lot.
night now. Thank you.
Earth, Wind, and Fire was, well, it's
Earth,
kinda
Wind, and Fire. I mean, come
modern.
on.
Yeah. James Taylor. I don't remember.
James
the album. It would've
Taylor?
been James
Sweet
Taylor.
Baby
yeah.
James.
Yeah, yeah,
And Rubber Soul from the Beatles.
No, you win.
yeah.
That was the coolest one.
Yeah.
Not that I'm judging.
Yes, it's too late.
There was
Sure,
not
Pinocchio.
one Kiss record, which is usually all the guys are like, get one of the Kiss record because they love the covers. So what was your first concert?
My first concert, I started harp as a child, and the first harp recitals, probably
Really?
when I was 12, 13 years old, playing on a harp recital.
So you're a harpist through and through.
Yeah, as I do full time. Yeah.
Nice.
You started when you were 5, right?
No,
6.
7.
7. We were over the hill.
Pardon me.
Yeah, my family would go to the symphony growing up, so it's probably one of the first concerts.
What about the one with your own money like you went to?
Hanson.
Oh.
Hanson.
I misunderstood the
Or
No,
actually,
that's why I kind of.
the first concert I
Yeah,
played
like
on,
you-
or
like
that I
you-
went to.
Like you went to.
Oh, it was Salome, the opera Salome.
Oh, okay.
Where she danced the 7 veils.
Right.
And they cut off his head.
Well, you remember this very vividly.
Oh, yeah.
You're still
My
excited
first
about
opera,
it.
because I love
Nice.
opera. And my teacher would be playing down in the orchestra pit, and I'd have my mother's opera glasses, and I'd be
Just watching her.
watching. I kept my if she played, my eyes were glued onto her. And so one time at intermission, I went down there and I said, "Do you always like read a magazine when you're in the pit and you're not playing?" Because
She was reading a magazine.
yeah, shouldn't be doing that.
Busted.
Because a lot of times when you play the harp and orchestra, you're bored because you're not doing a lot for a long time. Anyway, moving on.
Right. Well, we got Hanson. I think that's enough said on that. We got double Hanson
Oh,
tonight.
geez. Either it was one. I can't remember what it was. Either that I paid for with my money. It would have been James Taylor.
James,
Again.
man, y'all
Yeah.
y'all sticking to your guns.
Yeah. Well, the first one I didn't pay for though was John Denver.
I'd probably take John Denver over James Taylor personally.
The Birds.
The Birds, you win again.
You win again.
Yeah. Are you making this up, or is this really happening?
I remember I got a drum
Cooler.
You didn't have the microphone.
twisting to my hand.
You got a drumstick too?
I got a drumstick.
Man, how cool is that when
Drummer.
you get picks or drums? I mean, being a kid,
don't know
just
what
going
happened to
crazy
it,
for
but I-
drumsticks and picks. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I missed one of Eddie Van Halen's by a fraction, but I didn't get it. Too bad. So, what are we quarantine watching? What are we watching on Netflix or YouTube? We got any series that we need to know about? We're missing.
I just finished watching all 7 seasons of Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Finished watching all of them.
Really?
Some of them were good. Some of them were good. And really nice costumes, too.
That's what this quarantine's good for, is to go back and kind of watch some of these.
But there's some stuff on that
Yes.
show that if there had been a woman in the writer's room, would not have ended up in an episode.
Well, there's a lot of shows, period, I watched when I was a kid that never see the light of day
Oh, right.
again. So-
Yeah.
And so, you watching anything embarrassing?
I'm kind of one of those weird people that started a side hustle, so I don't have time. But the last great season that I watched was
The Hanson reunion.
yeah,
Yeah, let's stick with the theme.
Black Sails.
Oh, yes,
which is
that was a good
the
one.
pirate Game of
I
Thrones.
didn't finish it, but I really liked it. But I have a real bad habit of doing that. So, what's your side hustle?
I
ahead and
am
plug it.
doing drop shipping.
Oh,
Kind of. It's not all
know what
that
that means.
entertaining. It's
I don't know what that
But
means.
it's so you're taking products from one market like Walmart and putting it on a different market like eBay and taking
gotcha.
a cut in the middle and just kind of working passively so that I can make money while I sleep and diversify income, and then that way one day I could do this full time, which would be really cool.
Wow. Hanson fan does big.
Yeah.
Good job.
Fargo.
Fargo. How is that?
I dig it. I like it. Yeah.
Nothing much. I
Nothing?
really, I have not gotten into any
Watch anything?
series.
You didn't watch Tiger King?
Yeah, we saw that. But that was in the very beginning.
I know. Did
In
Carol
the
Baskin
very
do it?
beginning. And did she do it or
Yeah.
not?
Did she do it?
I don't
I'm asking
know.
you.
There's
You
no
know,
way
I
that
didn't-
Cessna was going to
Didn't
make
see
it to Puerto Rico or wherever. There was no way.
I only watched one episode of it, and I thought, oh my God, this is like people. These are like people I worked with at the Renaissance Festival.
Oh yeah, that's.
I didn't want to watch any
it's
more
an
of it.
absolute train wreck.
Oh,
where
absolutely
You can't take
it
your
was.
eyes away from it. So, who are some of our influences as far as musically?
I listen to American folk music a lot.
Okay.
I think I got out of rock and roll in the early 80s. And
Why? Because of
but
Motley
I
Crue.
love to listen to Pierre Ben Suzanne. He's French. Leo Kottke.
Leo played here years ago.
Just a lot of American.
Okay.
And I started playing bluegrass. My wife had a gig at the Renaissance Festival. I learned 2 tunes. We got the gig. And so I've been. It
You mean
paid
there's
more,
more
so
than-
I've been doing it ever
There's
since.
more than 2 tunes in Celtic music.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know what y'all say.
Listen,
about
I've been
us.
listening to the Irish session for.
We
I
know.
got a question about this.
We know.
I've been
about it.
doing the Irish session for 20 years, and
There
I
are
keep waiting
3,
for y'all to play
I'll
a
be honest.
second song.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know what you're saying. We've heard it.
I'm just kidding.
That's why I have
No, you're not.
4 instruments.
I've worked
you
here
know?
long enough where I can actually. Oh, I know that one.
Very good for you. Half the time I don't have a clue.
So, Mark, who are.
Well, besides the early influence of James Taylor and John Denver, and that Andre Segovia, classical guitar,
Okay, yeah.
and then in the Celtic world, early on, Bothy Band.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
So, Hanson.
Right. They were great because they wrote their own music, you know. I think that's really cool. Yeah.
I'm serious. I think that song is every time I hear it, I'm like, that is a good pop song.
They got the hook on
I
that
mean, a
one.
Madonna
they
would have done
did.
it or something. It would have been not as laughable, but there's 3 kids.
Yeah.
It's a good song.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would say fiddle-wise would be Liz Carroll is probably my main influence. There are lots of others, but she's probably the biggest influence.
Okay.
I have attended Irish music workshops and Scottish music workshops and medieval music workshops, and those teachers that I had, I really admired. But I have to say, the way I play now really was influenced by Wyndnwyre's, one of Wyndnwyre's earlier harp players. His name was Gregory, and I was playing on my own at the Texas Renaissance Festival, and I was starting to learn more about traditional Celtic music, and I loved going to hear them play. I liked their arrangements, I liked the tunes they chose, and I would go and listen, and I would listen to Gregory play the harp because he comes from classical guitar. And so he was not trained in the right way to play the harp, and so he was making choices that I would not have chosen.
Right.
And I liked, I studied it to see what he was doing. Now, I don't play anything like he does or anything like that, but it started making me have the ability to kind of shift the way
Right.
I would play
Get out of
it.
the box a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Exactly.
Well, that's cool.
No, Gregory, we heard he played the harp, and someone told us that, so we asked him to join us. He had never played a harp in his life,
Oh, really?
so he bought a harp, and he learned
played
how
harmonica.
to play it. Right, and he learned how to play it within, 6 months? And we started doing the Renaissance Festival, and it's pretty amazing. So
Those kind of people
he's a clever guy.
upset me. Yeah, I couldn't play anything in 6 years if you asked me, probably.
Yeah, just practice. That's all it is.
Thinking about taking up the drums.
Yeah.
Start a second life. I don't know. Led Zeppelin needs a drummer. So what are our guilty pleasures that you want to admit to the
Ice
the-
cream.
ice cream?
Scotch.
Scotch. That's not so guilty.
Not so guilty.
I mean,
Gosh.
something embarrassing here.
Embarrassing.
No, I'm
just
just
a lot
kidding.
of chocolate.
Chocolate.
Just chocolate.
I like to listen to Prince.
The singer-songwriter?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's guilty about that?
Oh, it's, I come from the classical world and all that kind of stuff.
All right, Hanson.
Answer.
No, I got one. I like listening to, I like Cardi B. I like Cardi
You
B.
like Cardi B?
Yes, I do.
I like Billie Eilish.
Yeah.
I can't go there, but yeah.
She's a good singer.
But
You can go to Cardi B.
because I like her attitude.
I like Cardi B too.
I like her attitude, and I like the way she dressed. I like the package. That's a smart cookie. She's a smart cookie.
I just watched the David Letterman, that show he's doing, and he just did last night on Netflix, and he did Lizzo. She was fascinating.
Yeah, she's a smart
Yeah,
cookie too.
I knew she was somewhat from here, but she was fascinating. It was very interesting. So I'm gonna do to end this. I'm gonna do some either ors, and you can decide. There's no wrong answer.
Either
A lot
or.
of people don't want to answer these questions because they think they're insulting the other band. But the first one is the Beatles or the Stones.
Beatles.
Beatles.
Stones.
Stones. Hanson girl. So Sinatra or Elvis?
Sinatra.
Early Sinatra.
Yeah, early.
I'm going to say Elvis.
You're okay.
I'm
That's
just contrarian. No,
yeah,
actually,
we see where this is going.
with Elvis, but he changed the landscape.
From cribbing off of other people.
But Monty Warden made this point, which I thought was kind of fascinating, is that you can put a football in anybody's hands, and there's a million people who have thrown a football, but you got to be Tom Brady to throw it the way he does. And that was his whole thing about Elvis, which I thought was a good point.
That's a good
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
So-
That's fair.
I actually played the
For Elvis?
grand opening of Cynthia Woods Mitchell Pavilion. Frank Sinatra was the
Whoa.
He
he was
was?
the main guy.
I played an orchestra for Frank Sinatra Jr.
Yeah, I played at the ticket booth in the front, and then but I was hired to do it, so I can literally say I opened for Frank
I played
Sinatra.
an orchestra
Wow.
for
That's
Frank
good.
Sinatra
So
Jr.
you're taking Frank Sinatra.
in Beaumont.
He's
No,
okay.
Port
Yeah,
Arthur.
I'll pick Frank. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Dolly Parton or Aretha Franklin?
Ooh, that's a hard one.
Ooh, I can't.
That's
I
a
can't.
hard one.
Yeah.
Tunes.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. that's a
Jolene,
hard
of course, is
Right.
Yeah.
awesome tune.
Yeah, I can't.
I have to go with Aretha.
Aretha.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Aretha.
I don't know. I like Jolene.
I do too.
All right, I got one more for you.
Okay.
And you have to take anything that's happened in the life, the personal stuff, and put it aside. Musical ability only. Michael Jackson or Prince?
Prince.
Prince.
I don't know. I don't know much about Prince.
So you're taking Michael Jackson?
I'll take Michael Jackson. Yeah.
Well, Prince is a genius.
Yeah.
You're
I would
wrong.
do Michael Jackson too, just
He has
because
a
I
goofy
grew up
guitar.
with that. But
Wasn't it-
more people take Prince than I would thought on this, and most people take Prince. But I think
Yeah.
he's just. But Michael wrote his own stuff too. I think a lot of people don't know that he wrote a lot of stuff.
And his dancing, his choreography,
Yeah, it's
insane.
unbelievable. But so
Prince
was
could play every single instrument.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
know, Prince was.
And he also uplifted a lot of people. He pulled up a lot of, his career. He helped other people's career, lifted them up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
oh,
admire
yeah.
that too.
Absolutely. Well, thanks guys. This was fun.
Yeah, it was.
Thanks for
Yeah,
everything.
thank
It was a great
you.
Well,
show, and
which one did you say? Did you pick up Michael Jackson or Prince? Which
I
one
do
did you?
Michael Jackson
Oh,
because I grew up. I was moonwalking down the 5th grade hall. I had the parachute pants. I had the zipper jacket.
I still have something.
Had the one glove.
What, in the car?
I didn't go that far. But no, yeah, Michael Jackson. Yeah, for sure. Awesome. Thank you.
Great.
Thank
All
you.
right,
Thanks.
Thanks. All right.
It's fun.
Cool.
Bye.